That lawyer saying that his client wanted to turn himself in. Anthony Kennedy seemed unfazed by the murder charge. And this just coming after a manhunt was underway and arrest warrant was out for him.
A man by the name of Anthony Kennedy, 43, turned himself in to police this past week with his attorney Blaney Jones by his side, after a warrant was issued for his arrest. He is being accused of allegedly killing his girlfriend, 23-year-old Adrianna Taylor. Anthony and Adrianna worked together at Seaway, where he was a supervisor, and they also lived together. When she first disappeared, Taylor's family went by the home that they lived in together and said that the whole house had been cleared out as if he moved, and Kennedy had gotten rid of his vehicle and started using Uber and Lyft to his job every day. According to co-workers, the day she came up missing, he had found out she was cheating and he left work saying that he was going to kill her. He returned to work a few days later, throwing up, his co-worker said. Taylor wasn't heard from again. Taylor was reported missing on November 13, 2022 by her family in Cleveland, Ohio, and the police then declared her endangered the same day. They stated that they had not seen or heard from her since October 8, 2022, and their concerns for her were growing rapidly. And their questions were, where is she? What are they doing to her? They just wanted to know if she was okay. Her aunt, Terry Taylor, and cousin Ashley Taylor spoke about her and stated that she was a light in the lives that she came across and was good to be around and was just very funny. They went on to say she had a good attitude and was like a best friend and made the best of everything in every situation. As Taylor's family held on to hope that she would be found alive, their hope would eventually turn to despair on Thanksgiving. According to reports, surveillance video from neighbors recorded around 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day shows a car pulling up in front of the residence. Neighbors say they were suspicious after a passenger exited, heading to the car's trunk, and stayed there for some time before eventually walking towards the back of the house. Police were notified, and around 9:30 p.m., the cameras captured heavy police presence at the home. This is when they found Taylor unresponsive in the backyard of the Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania home with a gunshot wound to the head. She was wrapped in plastic and buried under cement. Police say Kennedy's sister either lives or lived at the Wilkinsburg home where Taylor's body was discovered. Police in Cleveland, Ohio, then issued an arrest warrant for 43-year-old Anthony Kennedy on charges of aggravated murder. After this, there was a manhunt to find Kennedy, and according to his lawyer, Kennedy stated, and I quote, "I talked to a special agent from the FBI yesterday. Hey, I want to turn myself in. I have nothing to hide, and I'm ready to have my day in court." And that's when he walked into the Allegheny County Police Headquarters alongside his attorney.
And I spoke with an FBI special agent, a special agent from the FBI, and I was informed essentially that there was a nationwide manhunt for my client. It was Mr. Kennedy's desire to turn himself in ASAP. He did not want any type of harm to come to him or his family.
With his attorney Blaine Jones by his side, murder suspect Anthony Kennedy of Cleveland seemed calm and relaxed when he turned himself in at Allegheny County Police Headquarters Wednesday, just days after an arrest warrant was out.
I thought that it was commendable that he turned himself in. I mean, that's a first positive step. It's not like he's on the run somewhere.
Sources tell me Kennedy executed his girlfriend, 23-year-old Adrianna Taylor, in October, they believe in Ohio. He then crossed state lines and drove her body to where his sister lives or used to live in Wilkinsburg and dumped her body underground.
Once Taylor's family got the news, her uncle Christopher Carter shared a statement with Pittsburgh Action 4 News and stated that, and I quote, "I'm glad that he's turned himself in. I hope that she has found peace. She will be missed." Her aunt would go on to say that It was the biggest shock. We were hoping that she would be found alive. Adrianna was a sweetheart and a beautiful girl. Adrianna Taylor's family has started a GoFundMe page to pay for Taylor's return to Ohio as well as her burial. If you would like to help, I will link the GoFundMe in the description below. Kennedy's attorney, Blaney Jones, said he will be taken back to Cleveland because that's allegedly where Taylor was killed, and that it is unclear if Kennedy will face charges in Allegheny County in Pennsylvania. Kennedy also has an ongoing court case out of Summit County, Ohio, for alleged driving under the influence and improper handling of a firearm. This is a very tragic circumstance, and I'm so grateful that he turned himself in, and now hopefully her family can have a little peace knowing that he is off the streets. She was so young and had a lot of life ahead of her, and these circumstances never get easy to report, and it breaks my heart for her. So I am praying that full justice be served in the court system and for healing for her family. Please, as I always state, if you are in a domestic situation, whether it be emotional, physical, or mental, please get out. And I know it's a lot easier said than done sometimes, but fight with all your might to figure it out, because people are not just leaving people alone anymore. For some reason, it is becoming more common just to kill a person for things that are not justified at all. So stay safe out there, and remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.